Okay, guys, welcome back to the Daily Mastermind. George Wright III with your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and education. And I have some great topics I want to talk to you about today as we get your week going. But before I do, I just wanted to give you a chance to really make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button because we've got some great content coming up over the coming week. And for those of you that this is your first time listening, we're going to be doing a mix of both daily inspiration, motivation, and education, and also some success interviews with individuals, thought leaders, experts that will help you to grow into the best version of yourself. The whole goal of the Daily Mastermind is to help you to continually grow in your mindset, your body, your money, your business, and your lifestyle. And we've found that there are many, many things that can help you to do that in strategies and tactics. But on Mondays, I like to talk with you a little bit about how to get your mindset set up to move into the week. And I had an opportunity this weekend to learn from an article that I I think it was a YouTube video that I was listening to randomly, and I had to stop myself. And I listened to it a couple of times because I felt it was really some powerful ideas. And I thought, you know what, I want to share those with you. So what I'll do is I'll find the link to that and I'll put it in the show notes. But the topic was 15 Stoic tips for mastering yourself. 15 Stoic tips for mastering yourself. It was done by a channel called Stoic Life Lessons. And it talks about many of the lessons of Seneca. And if you're not familiar with Stoicism, Stoicism is a philosophy that goes back thousands of years to, ancient Athens and Greece. And there are many great Stoic philosophers you've probably heard about, like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca. Today, I want to go through I'm going to actually go through these 15 Stoic tips for mastering yourself because I think they're a great framework for you to open your mind to what it is as you go through this week that you should be focused on, because these are timeless principles that create success, happiness, fulfillment, and results. And at the end of the day, when you can create that foundation to do everything else that you're doing throughout your life, whether it's your relationship, communications, business, or whatever, I think it'll really serve you this week. And so I'm gonna give you these 15 principles. I want you to just take some time and think about them, and then you're welcome to check out the link in the show notes as well. The first principle is, and these are all principles of Seneca. They're all teachings that he taught about, and I'm just gonna give you the teaching, maybe a few of my thoughts, a few thoughts from this audio that I heard. And I want you to just think about how you can apply it to your life. The first principle is seek challenges. Seek challenges. The bottom line is the philosophers and the Stoics of old know that growth comes from adversity. And most of us are looking for the easy path. Most of us are looking for the comfortable path. But the best growth and the most fulfillment in your life is going to come from seeking challenges and growing through adversity. The second Stoic topic is choose your influences. Now, I think we all know that you can't choose your parents and a lot of times even your circumstances in life, but you can certainly choose your friends. You can choose who you allow to surround yourself with, and you really will become the average of the people that you surround yourself with. So be careful to choose your influences. Are you mindlessly scrolling social media, or are you seeking out powerful influences of principles that will help you in your life, like the Stoic philosophies? The third principle from Seneca is focus on your response. Now, this is one I've heard through many different philosophers over the years, Stephen Covey and others. But the question you need to ask yourself is not necessarily what's happening to you, but how you respond to challenges in your life. When obstacles and adversity hit you, are you seeing them as obstacles and challenges, or do you see them as opportunities for you to become stronger? When you focus on your response to life, you're less caught up with what is happening to you, and you recognize that there are opportunities that you could take advantage of. The fourth principle is say yes to what matters. Say yes to what matters, because the world, as this audio talks about, is full of distractions. But you've got to ask yourself, rather than just cruising through life, what truly matters to you? And you're going to be faced with choices on a daily basis. Say yes to the things that will actually matter, that will create impact, not ones that will just seek validation or, things from the outside world, but ones that will truly impact yourself and the people you care about. The fifth principle is be a master of yourself. Now, if you know me and you know the Daily Mastermind, you know that self-mastery is really one of the core principles and foundations we talk about. You've got to learn to take control of your actions and your emotions. And you've got to ultimately realize that self-discipline is a virtue, is a characteristic that's going to be needed and required for you to be successful in life. And so you've got to learn to be a master of yourself. The sixth principle that I wanted to have you think about is protect your time. Protect your time. Sometimes we don't stop to realize that your time is one of your most valuable resources. Your time is something that you can't get back. This life is not a dress rehearsal. You only get one life. So you've got to learn to treat your time as valuable as you treat your money. Learn to value your time. The seventh principle is do the hard things. Now, this is a common principle you've heard from many, many people in the personal development arena, but do the hard things. Challenge yourself if you want to grow, not just in physical, like the gym or working out or health, not just in mindset and mental, but also in spiritual, in relationships and communication. Challenge yourself to do the hard things and also learn to see adversity as a valuable thing. When you crave and seek the hard things, you're going to be constantly growing. You're going to find that you're going to have a more fulfilling life. So doing the hard things is something that most people are not willing to do, but the most successful people do the hard things. It's like our third prosperity principle. I act in spite of my mood. You need to do the things you don't feel like doing, the things that are hard, because those are the things that are going to benefit you the greatest and the people around you. The eighth principle that I wanted to bring out is make others better. Make others better. See, so much of our life is spent around trying to take care of our own needs that sometimes it wasn't until I was a little bit further along in my life and that you start to realize that when you can create impact, when you can help to influence and make others better, and you can inspire other people, you're going to create a much greater legacy. You're going to create more fulfillment. You're going to create more happiness in your life. You're going to realize that you're willing to do more for others than you are for yourself. So make others better. Make others better. The ninth principle that this Stoic list comes up with is one that, Seneca doesn't talk a lot about, but it's one that is absolutely apparent and present in all of his teachings, as well as things I've talked about and many other great leaders. Practice gratitude. Many of the greatest leaders out there have mentioned this tool and this resource. It's a powerful, powerful tool when you're dealing with adversity, when you're really struggling, when you find yourself having a hard time. Look for what you're grateful for. Create and attract that attitude of abundance by finding the things you're grateful for in your life. Practicing gratitude should not just be something that is like you're grateful for things. It should be an action you have in your life. Practicing gratitude is not just identifying things you're grateful for. It's showing and complimenting and being aware of and showing resilience around your life because of what your gratitude is there for you. The 10th principle is to embrace continuous learning. And I can't tell you how often in business I'm around individuals that are so busy trying to explain why they know everything that they miss the opportunities to learn and grow themselves. And so when you have an attitude of continuous learning and you embrace continuous learning, not only will you feel more fulfilled, but you're going to be more productive. You're going to be more successful. And people will be attracted to you because you are not someone that knows it all. You're curious, right? We talked about that a couple of days ago. Become curious and embrace continuous learning. The 11th principle in this list of Stoic philosophies taught by Seneca is embrace vulnerability. Now, most of my life and most of you have probably been around individuals that, make you feel like maybe you're weak if you show vulnerability. What I've learned in my life, and one of the Stoic philosophers, Seneca, that has talked about it as much, Seneca talks about the fact that vulnerability requires courage, not weakness. And I've learned in my life that as you create vulnerability, you're truly expressing and building your courage, because this leads to authenticity. It leads to It helps individuals to be attracted to you in a sense of they know that it takes great strength to be vulnerable. And the vulnerability that you have allows you to be able to gain strength through it. So learn to embrace vulnerability as a superpower. The 12th principle that I want to bring your attention at the beginning of the week here is to cultivate resilience through adversity. Many of the greatest leaders out there have faced adversity, and almost to the point that they gave up, but they did not. Learn to push through, and resilience allows you to realize that adversity is a great teacher. Obstacles become great teachers in your life. So don't view setbacks as obstacles. View setbacks as opportunities to be able to learn and grow and develop. And when you create resilience when you're experiencing adversity, it will become a great strength for you. The 13th principle is to practice the art of reflection. Reflection is something that as I've gotten older and I've gotten more experience in business has become more and more and more valuable. You may think that taking time to reflect does not feel productive, but reflecting on your thoughts, reflecting on this journey of life, it helps you to learn and grow because life is a journey. It's a journey of discovery and growth. And the only way you can truly learn from your life is to practice daily reflection on your thoughts, your decisions, and the things that you go through in your life. The 14th principle, Stoic principle taught by Seneca, is to cultivate a robust mindset. Mindset is at the cornerstone of the daily mastermind because you know, as I've mentioned, that your thoughts create your life. And when you cultivate your mind, you realize that your mind can become a great and powerful tool for you to help you to accomplish the goals that you want, to become the best version of yourself. But if you're not learning to cultivate that robust mindset, it can work against you. Your mindset can absolutely be one of your worst enemies. And it can change the philosophy that you have in your life if you're not proactively training your mind to look for success, to look for gratitude, to look for the virtues that will help you to create the life that you want and should live. And the final principle of Seneca that I really grasped and I really loved with this, this YouTube and this audio that I was listening to, and I'm going to encourage you to really check it out. But this 15th principle is live in alignment with your values. Live in alignment with your values because alignment is what really truly creates your fulfillment. Think about it. When you feel off, when you feel unhappy, when you feel like you're not moving and making progress, when you feel just like you're not in alignment, generally it's because you are not doing things that line up with your values. So it's very important. You've got to ask yourself, what do I value? What is important to me? And then align everything you do, your relationship, your business, your activities, your disciplines around your values. When you do that, you're going to find that you'll have more energy, you'll have more passion, and you'll have more results, period. So those are the messages and those are the tips. And I'm going to put this link in the show notes. I really encourage you to check it out. It was a phenomenal, it's maybe a 30-minute audio on YouTube. But these 15 Stoic tips, just remember that success leaves clues. And over the years, thousands of years, these are principles that have been taught that some of the greatest leaders and thought leaders of our time have shown over and over and over have led to a more successful, happy, and fulfilled life. So I hope it's things that will at least inspire you as you go into your week. I'd really appreciate it if you would share this episode. It would mean the world to me. It helps us to share the message and grow our community. And that's what we're here for. We're here to work as a mastermind. The mastermind is two or more people working in a spirit of harmony to create your best life, right? This is the point that we're all trying to do. It's never too late to start creating the life that you were meant to live. That's my message for today. I hope you have an amazing day. I look forward to talking with you tomorrow. Once again, my name is George Wright III. This has been the Daily Mastermind.